Hi guys, today we will learn about how to calculate the even numbers between some numbers to some numbers like 0 to 15. The even numbers are those numbers who is completely divisible by 2 and get reminders 0. So we can solve it using two loops, either for loops or while loops. But we will solve using while loops. Okay, so what are the even numbers? Even numbers are those who will be completely divisible by 2. We can see using while loops what is the main syntax of the while loop. So syntax of while loops is we have to declare a variable, starting variable, let I equals to 0. Suppose it is the starting variable, because we have to calculate even numbers from 0 to 15, right? So it is the starting number 0. We have to calculate, we have to declare this. And basic syntax of while loop is while this this is the first consider it is the first syntax of while loop. And another syntax here we put a conditional statement, and here we increment the value of I. Okay, now in this we have to check I is less than equal to 15. I is less than equal to 15. We have to calculate only from 0 to 15. So it starts from 0 and until 15. If 15 is even number, it will also print the 15, because we use less than equal to operator. Okay, now we have to check a condition if the number is even or not. That means I, because I is changes in starting I equals to 0. After increment by 1, I becomes 1. And again after increasing increment, I becomes 2, I3, I4, I5. We check the numbers if the number is even or not. If I is divisible by 2 and get remainder 0, then we have to print these numbers. Okay, we have to print the even numbers. In this code, what is the numbers starts from 0. Is 0 less than equal to 15? Yeah, this is 0 is less than 15. And then it goes to the line number 5. 0 is completely divisible by 2. Yeah, it is completely divisible by 2, so it prints 0. And then increases the value of I. What is the value of I in first I equals to 0. Now increment the value of I becomes 1. It checks is 1 less than equal to 15? Yeah, it is. And if the if this statement will satisfy, then it goes to the line number 5. 1 is 1 division completely divisible by 2? No, it is not. Then it doesn't print the 1, because it is not divisible by 2. It not prints the 1 and goes to the outer loop and increase the value I equals to 2. Now again check, is 2 less than equal to 15? Yeah, 2 is less than 15. Is 2 divisible by completely divisible by 2? Yeah, it is. Then it prints 2. And again increment the value of I becomes 3. Now check 3, is 3 less than equal to 15? Yeah, it is. And then if this condition satisfied, then it will go to this line number 5. Is 3 is completely divisible by 2? No, 3 is not divisible by 2, so it doesn't print that. It goes to the outer loop. It goes to mm, out from the if condition loop, and increase the value of I becomes 4. I becomes 4. And it again check, is 4 divisible by is 4 less than equal to 15? Yeah, it is. It again checks 4 divisible by 2. Yes, then print 4. this becomes increasing and reach 14. Okay, 14, which is 14 less than equal to 15? Yeah, is 14 completely divisible by 2. It is the modulus operator. 14 divisible by 2 and get reminders 0. Yeah, it is. So it prints 14, and I increase the increase the value of I, it becomes 15. Okay, now it checks, is 15 less than equal to 15? Yeah, it is greater, it is equal to 15, and it goes to this, is 15 completely divisible by 2? No, it is not. So it out from the if condition loop and increase the value of I becomes 16. Now I is 16. It checks, is I, which is 16, I 16 is less than equal to 15? No, it is not. Then it goes to the outer loop and there is nothing, so it stops the running. Okay, we we can okay, we can run this and see what happens. It gives all the even numbers between 0 to 15, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. The numbers which is completely divisible by 2, the numbers which is completely divisible by 2 print, and if the numbers not divisible by 2, it out from the if condition loop and increase the value of I. Okay, I hope you understand this. And if you want to calculate the odd number, suppose you have to find the odd number. Okay, suppose you have to find the odd number between zeros and 15. So what can you do? Mm, mm, all the conditions are same, only one condition you have to change. I divisible by 2 equal to 0. That means I is completely divisible by 2. Here you have to change only one. I is not divisible by 2. That means get reminder 0. Any numbers you choose. Suppose 3 is divisible by 2 and get reminder 1. Yeah, 7, 2 3 is 6, 1 reminder. Yes, 9, 2 4 is 8, 1 is a reminder. Yes, so it will print all the odd numbers between 0 and 15. We can increase it. Suppose we want 0 to 25. We want the odd numbers between 0 to 25. Then it will print all the odd numbers between 0 to 25. Let's run this and see what happens. Boom. It shows 0 is not the odd number, so it doesn't print 0. It print 1 3 5 7 9 and till 25. Because if 2 is here, if 2 is here, 2 less than equal to 25, yeah it is. Then it checks, is 2 divisible by 2 and get reminder 1? No, because 2 is completely divisible by 2. Remainder will be 0, but here is 1. So it skip this step and increase the value of I. Okay, I hope you understand, guys. If you thank you.